You've been feeling restless, haven't you? That gnawing sense that where you are is no longer where you're meant to be. This isn't just discomfort, it's divine disruption. God never calls his people to stay buried in convenience. He calls them to walk by faith, not sight. 2 Corinthians chapter 5:7. And the longer you ignore that inner stirring, the louder the silence around you becomes. One sign that God is calling you out of comfort is when everything that once satisfied suddenly feels shallow. Your job, your routines, even your prayers start sounding like echoes in a dry well. That emptiness isn't failure, it's preparation. Like Abraham, you're being asked to leave the familiar without a full map. Genesis 12:1. And that's terrifying. But obedience rarely comes with clarity. It comes with conviction. Another sign is the sudden friction in places that used to feel peaceful. Conversations shift. People misunderstand you. Doors that once swung wide now creak closed. And you're left wondering what you did wrong. But this isn't punishment. It's pruning. John 15:2. God removes comfort when it begins to compete with calling. And if he has to stir the nest to make you fly, he will. Third, you'll notice a rising discomfort with spiritual passivity. Sermons that used to soothe now sting. You can't scroll past messages about purpose without your heart racing. God is awakening something within you that can't thrive in complacency. Even Moses didn't receive his commission until he turned aside to look at the burning bush. Disruption is often disguised as inconvenience. Exodus 3:3. Fourth, people start falling away. Friends, partners, even mentors who once aligned with your spirit. Now, it's not that you're better than them. It's that God is isolated to insulate the call. Look at Jesus before the cross. He wept alone. He bore the weight of obedience without applause. Luke 22:41-44. The chosen path is often the most lonely. And finally, you'll feel an undeniable pull towards something that scares you. That nudge to speak, to move, to start, to let go. It won't leave you alone. It haunts your thoughts and floods your prayers. You keep saying, "Not yet, Lord," while God keeps replying, "Now." Jonah ran from his assignment and found himself in a storm he couldn't calm. Not because he was in the wrong place, but because he was delaying the right one. Jonah chapter 4. That tug in your chest is not anxiety. It's alignment. And here's the truth. Comfort is a counterfeit God. It whispers safety, but delivers stagnation. If your surroundings no longer demand faith, then your surroundings are too small. God doesn't call you to comfort. He calls you to consecration. And that means being stretched, tested, even misunderstood. Romans 8:28. It doesn't say all things feel good. It says they work together for good. And often, that good begins the moment you stop asking for clarity and start choosing obedience. So if you've been waiting for confirmation, this is it. That unsettled feeling, that restless ache, that pull toward the unknown. Stop treating it like a problem and start recognizing it as a summons. You're not being punished, you're being positioned. Step out, move forward, leave the comfort behind before it robs you of the calling ahead. Hoy ChatGPT.